guys. So I'm preparing to do a live blacksmithing show this weekend at a local agricultural festival. And part of that means transporting my forge, which is always a big deal when you've got a large forge like I have. But one of the things I had to do was to clean it out completely, like get all the ash and everything out of it before it gets transported. And I thought it might be a perfect opportunity for you to see what ant sand refractory looks like after a good solid 6 months of heavy use, sort of like daily use. Now, ant sand refractory is the one that you may have been, it was popularized by Nighthawk in Light and further popularized by Grant Thompson, may he rest in peace. It's the mix of plaster of Paris and fine play sand, 50-50 by volume, with water added, mixed together, and then allowed to set, and then fired to fully cure. Now, it cops a lot of flack when compared to other things like Duracast and Satanite. Obviously, those things are much better. However, if you're doing things on the cheap, like I like to do, I am a big fan of ant sand, or termite mound, sometimes people will call it, because it looks just like it and feels just like it. It is a lot more durable than people give it credit for. Now, I run my forge pretty hard. It's a large forge, so it gets very hot. Like steel liquefying hot sometimes. Do forge welds in it, put borax through it, and I wanted to show you what it looks like 6 months of hard use. This is what you can expect to see. So here you go. Obviously there's a little bit of cracking, but it is still one homogeneous piece. It's still stuck in there. Obviously the thinner areas around the tuya have eroded away over time, but this isn't just heat that's been in here. It's not just charcoal being fed by quite a bit of air. It's also had my scraper bashed around in here, breaking things up in there, moving the coals around, hitting the sides over and over again, and 6 months of solid use to get to this level. I won't have to replace this refractory probably for another 6 months. And considering that a bag of sand is $8 and a bag of plaster of Paris is about the same, and considering I only used half of each to be able to do this entire forge, that is a pretty good deal to get refractory this good. It also insulates very, very well. The underside here does not get so hot that you can't touch it. Closer towards where the tuya is, it does, because it's not as thick. But I just wanted you guys to actually get a little bit of an insight into how you can line a charcoal forge with a budget refractory for very, very little money and have it last. So hopefully you found that a little bit illuminating. I certainly was, I wouldn't say surprised, because I've always used termite mound or ant sand in my coal forges. But given how hard I have worked this particular forge, I have worked 10 times harder than any other forge that I've had in the past. And to be holding up that good, I'm very impressed. So definitely give it a shot if you're running a budget and you can't necessarily afford to line the entire thing with something like Duracast or Satanite. This is a fantastic way to go. So hope you're all keeping those forges lit. Just a quick video from me today. I'll be back with a proper video again soon. So catch you all later.